Hi, I'm Vandana Senthil, Brand Ambassador for Dress My Craft, and thank you for stopping by. Today's project share is using the pattern papers from Dress My Craft called My Gentleman and its coordinating motif sheet. All pattern papers from Dress My Craft are sized at 12 by 12 or 6 by 6. They are of 240 GSM, which means it's quite sturdy enough to be used on various paper craft projects. I'm just going to briefly share a preview of the paper collection, and though it is a masculine themed paper collection, on a closer look you could find that there are so many interesting features in this paper collection that you could add as a layered effect on your mixed media projects or on your scrapbook albums. And I should say that the colors are absolutely pleasing to the eye. So I can see that a lot of thought has been given to make this particular paper collection. I love this paper, and also the tag and the border embellishments are just a huge add-on. You could fuzzy cut these elements too and add to your projects. Now let me set that aside and show you the motif sheet. Motif sheets are like a huge add-on for any paper collection that is launched from Dress My Craft. So there are so many elements you could see that you could add on your project, and it creates a very interesting look. So now that I've decided what I need, I'm just going to decide on the punches. And this is the banner punch, and this is the rounded tag punch, and this is the rectangular tag punch. Now between these two punches I might use one of the punches. I'm still not sure, but I've decided on the base of the project. So the base is a wreath frame, and I'm trying to think what I can make out of these punches. So I'm thinking I'll make a masculine theme door hanger with this, using this wreath base. Plus I'm also adding some more elements. That is the chippies are from the Crafter's Corner, and it's from the Daryl's collection. This is from Expression Craft. And of course this is from my stash, so basically like I may or may not use it, totally depending how the project is moving along. So I've decided on my papers, and I love this vintagey blue and a bit of this off cream kind of paper. So I'm going to make strips using this paper trimmer from Dress My Craft. This is a 6 by 12 inch paper trimmer plus a scorer comes along with it. I'm just going to remove the border and bring it to 12 by 12 exact. Now as I'm going to make strips of these papers, I would also like to include that this is just a startup of an idea. So I don't know, I might hit a snag somewhere, I still don't know. So I'm pretty much not very clear, but I'm just moving, I'm taking one thing at one time. So I'm just measuring up the strips to be 2 inch and 2.5 inch on the banner punch. Right now I'm taking my scorer cum trimmer from Dress My Craft, and I'm just going to create some paper strips from these papers. I like this particular paper, and I think I'll size that up to 2.5 and this one to 2.2 inches, sorry. At this point, I would like to mention that I don't have any particular calculation in my mind that this many strips are needed. I'm just more interested in not to lose out the interesting prints on the paper. So I'm just trying to be very cautious. So in case I don't like some particular print, I can always focus on the other prints. At present, I'm using the banner punch and I'm just sliding in the strips and creating that, merging that both ends together. So that is my plan. Banner punch is one of my favorites because it's super easy to create tags immediately with this effect, and you can see as I'm punching those strips of paper, it's not moved an inch because of the rubber tags underneath the punch. This is the residue from the banner punch. You could always use it for collage effects, and the strips are ready to go. Right now I'm taking that one strip of paper, folding it into half and running it through the hoop, outer hoop of the wreath frame, and also very comfortably trying to position the paper around the wreath frame. Once I've decided on how the paper has to be aligned, I think this is very comfortable for me. So I've taken the wreath frame and I've created 3 sections, and I'm using a double-sided tape to stick both the ends. As I said earlier, this is just an idea startup of a project. So basically, I'm just roughly playing it out here. So this is just one layer that I've created, but you could always create 2 or 3 layers on this wreath frame itself, but the assembling would be very different. Right now I'm keeping it very simple, just for beginners idea. And I wanted to keep the process pretty much simple. As I was nearing the finishing stage of this assembling of the strips on the wreath frame, I was just thinking like I could have even taken that strip of paper and added a bit of stenciling on the strips, so that could have given me a bit more like a mixed media look to it. But actually I'm not so much disappointed because like I still feel the prints can really carry it out well. There is always a method to my process, so I'm always writing down the steps and the procedures that I have to follow while doing up my projects. What are the things that I have to look out for? But this turned out to be more like a creative exercise for me, so I'm just not quite sure that I'll nail every detail in and out, but I'm just getting there. I think I might be able to just pull through. Now I've taken the chipboards and I've just layered them up onto the pattern paper, and this is the effect I've achieved. And then this will go at the center of the frame. So I don't know still yet if I'll go with this idea or not. Still there is a chance that I might change. And this is what I have done finally. So I've used a black chipboard at the background just to create more focal point to the center. And I've used the elements from the motif sheet. You can see how beautifully they are layered up. And this is so easy to make. I think I'm very happy with not overthinking this too much. And I've also created this beautiful gift tag to go onto this wreath with the leftover strips that I had, using the round tag punch. So I hope like this has been pretty much helpful for you to follow through. Super happy. Thank you so much for watching. Please do join me in my next project share. Thank you guys.